If you've ever watched a recording back and noticed that your audio is slightly off from your video, like your mouth is moving but the words hit a split second too late, I promise you, you're not going crazy and you're not alone. This has happened to me and it happens to a lot of creators. And the good news is, it's a really easy fix once you know what you're doing. In this video, I'm going to show you why this happens, how to fix it in general, and then walk you through exactly how to do it inside Riverside, which is honestly the fastest way I've found to get it sorted out. So first, why does audio and video fall out of sync in the first place? The most common reason is that your audio and video are coming from two completely separate sources that aren't locked to the same time clock. Here's a real example. My own podcast setup. I record my video on a mirrorless camera. My audio goes through an XLR microphone into an audio interface, very similar to how I'm recording right now. Those are two completely separate devices running independently, and even though they start at roughly the same time, over the course of a recording, they can drift, or sometimes there's just a small built-in delay on one device that the other doesn't have. Either way, by the time you're in the edit, things don't quite line up. This issue typically comes around when both of those devices are coming into one source, which is exactly what you're doing when you're using a system like Riverside or recording a live session. The sources just weren't designed to stay perfectly in sync with each other. The fix itself is actually pretty simple once you understand what you're doing. All you need to do is shift either the audio or video track slightly. We're usually talking a matter of frames or milliseconds until they line up. In most editing softwares, you can do this by unlinking your audio and video tracks and then nudging one of them forward or backward until things feel just right. The tricky part is finding the exact amount to shift those audio or video tracks. Too little and it still feels off, too much and now it's drifted the other way. It usually takes a bit of trial and error, and the best way to check your work is to find a moment in the recording where there's a clear visual cue, like a clap or a knock on a desk, or just a hard consonant sound when someone speaks, and then line the waveform up to that. That process works in any editing environment, but if you're recording with Riverside, there's a much more streamlined way to do it built right into the editor. This is something that I actually have to do with my own recordings in Riverside because of that exact camera and audio interface setup that I mentioned earlier. When you open your recording in the Riverside editor, all of your tracks are already laid out in a multi-track timeline. If you notice that one of your tracks has a sync issue, here's what you do. Find the track that has the delay in it. So in my case, this is my main audio track, but it's whichever one is running slightly ahead or behind. On the left side of your screen, you can select which track you want to edit. Once you select the track, you'll see a drop down that says lip sync slightly off. From there, you get a simple control that lets you shift that track forward or backward in increments of 50 milliseconds. So you bump it one way, play it back, and see if it feels better, and keep adjusting until it lines up. It's the same trial and error process I described before, but instead of manually unlinking the tracks and dragging things around frame by frame, it's just a few clicks in a clean interface. Once you've got this dialed in, you're done. Everything else in your timeline stays exactly where it was. You only touch the one track that needed it, which is exactly what you want. Now, a couple of things that will save you some time when you're doing this. First, always find a clear sync point in your recording before you start adjusting. A clap at the top of your recording is the classic move, and there's a reason that filmmakers have been using clapper boards for hundreds of years. That's literally its main job. It gives you a sharp visual and audio marker to line things up against. Now, second, if you find yourself making this fix on every single recording, it's worth figuring out the consistent offset between your devices and just applying the same correction every time. For my recordings, it's about minus 450 milliseconds. A lot of setups in this situation have a predictable delay. Say your audio interface always runs about 150 milliseconds behind your camera. You can just dial that immediately and move on. And third, if the sync issue gets worse over the course of a long recording rather than staying at a consistent offset, that's called drift. And that's a slightly different problem that usually means one of your devices has a clock speed issue. That's a bit more complicated to fix, but worth knowing the difference. Audio and video sync issues are one of those things that feel really frustrating the first time you run into them, but once you've fixed it once or twice, it becomes second nature. If you're editing in Riverside, it's genuinely one of the easier things to fix in there. And if this is a reoccurring issue with your setup, knowing that consistent offset number will make your whole editing workflow much faster every every single time. If you want to see more on getting the most out of the Riverside editor, whether that's the AI tools, multi-track editing, or more fixes like this one, I'll link the best videos right up here and in the description below. Hit that like button if this helped you out, subscribe if you want more of this kind of stuff, and drop a comment below if you have questions or if there's a specific tutorial you want me to cover next. Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to see what you create.